Hello, everyone in the Next Level Woman. I am coming in here to check on everyone and see what's happening. How is everyone feeling today? Oh, boy, things have changed from yesterday to today. And I haven't even kept up on what might have changed today. But I felt called to come in here and not only just check on everyone, but I would really, really love for us as a community to really be able to share our feelings, share our thoughts, because I think it's so important for us as women, and especially women who are leading, whether we be leading our home, our families, in our relationships and our partnerships, or if we're leading in our online world, in our business. I think it's so important for all of us collectively to know that we can come to this group and it's a safe place. It's a safe place to say, life is shitty right now. It's a safe place to say, had a bad day yesterday, but today I'm doing better. And let's really keep this. I really want everybody to be able to share. And come in and do a live and let us know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Not from the standpoint of sort of the complaining piece. I really want to keep this something that is nurturing for your soul. What is on your heart? Because right now, this opportunity, as I see it, is an opportunity for growth. And what I've really been calling this is that it's a big, universal, global timeout. You know, we've all been told, go to your rooms, go to your houses, figure this out, think about it. We'll let you know when you can come out of your room. So that's what we have to do. And I want to be able to offer support to you however you may need it. I know there's some women who live by themselves. I happen to be one of those. And I will say that yesterday was really pretty challenging. I think I tried to stay above some of the news feeds on my social media. I don't watch TV. So I don't have that constantly, because I got to tell you, this is my personal belief, but hi, Samantha. But the media, we talk about programming, we talk about our subconscious and all of these things. The media is designed to just keep that program going and to keep feeding us the same sort of doom and gloom, so to speak, or the same level of negativity, and so that our brain starts picking it up. And so I really, really would love to be able to suggest to you, if you're feeling any kind of overwhelm, any kind of anxiety, please stay off the TV. And I mean, even if it's your favorite TV shows, which are a great distraction, mute those commercials. Don't listen to the news. Watch your TV show for that piece of humor or distraction. But yesterday for me was really kind of, it was like all of a sudden I just felt the overwhelm. And I felt the overwhelm from the standpoint of, what do I need to be doing? What does this mean to me personally? And especially on my own, and I am my own source of income. And, it felt very lonely from the standpoint of, I felt like I needed to make these decisions myself, and rather than checking with a partner or considering my kids or considering, being in a marriage or something along those lines, it was like, it's me, myself, and I. And I don't have anyone to bounce the ideas off. My cat is tired of me talking to her. And not only that, she really doesn't have really any kind of input. So Samantha says, yes, it's a universal timeout. And it was good, and then all of a sudden, it was out of nowhere. Absolutely. Nobody could have predicted this. My phone's being weird. Life as we knew it last Thursday is different from today, and today's different from yesterday. And depending upon what state you're in, what city you're in, what province you're in, what country you're in, it's all different. And part of what is really different for us is that there's uncertainty. And certainly for us in the United States, and probably in most countries, we have this ability to make our own decisions. We can go and travel where we want. We can go out to dinner when we want. We can go to the gym when we want. We don't need to be restricted by timelines. And now we're being told different. And so it's very unusual for us to have to think about the fact that now I need to stay in my house for 14 days. And now my husband or my spouse who used to go off to work is working from home. My kids used to go off to school and have practices and games, and I could stay home and do my business, and now they're here. And on top of it all, I need to homeschool them now. There's a lot that we have to really navigate through. And so I really would love this group to really be able to be supportive in that manner, because as leaders, we need to make sure that we know what we want first. And yes, we have to consider our families and our kids and our clients. But if we are operating from a point of fear, if we are not, if we're making decisions from that fear factor, from that lack mentality, rather than from what we truly want to do, how do we want to show up, then it's going to everyone's going to feel it. Our kids are going to feel anxious. And now is just really this opportunity to be able to, it's an opportunity for growth is what I'm really seeing it as. It's an opportunity for us to have a reset, to have that time out, and to be able to emerge and say, you know what? This is how I really want to show up, not like how I was. And really tap back into us, get along with ourselves first. I mean, it's been very interesting because it's like, even though I live on my own and do my own business from my home, I'm in connection with a lot of people online, but more importantly, I can still go connect with other people. And now I really can't. So it's like, wow, what do I want to do? How do I want to be with myself without distractions? And that's what we're all being called to do. We're all being called to really take a look at what are our personal values? How do we want to show up? How do we want to show up as a family? How do I want to communicate with kids? And it really comes back to showing up now. Excuse me, let me turn my music down. I found this really cool piece of music, and I had it on earlier and forgot that it was still on. But it's more of being authentic. And as leaders in the online world, what I think is very, very important for all of us is to process our feelings and our thoughts with our communities. Don't shy away from showing up. Don't ignore them, because there are women that are looking up to you to see how you are navigating through this. How are you leading yourselves? And it's important for us to keep our consistency up. And if showing up more is good for you, great. But at least show up in the manner that you used to show up, because this is our only reference now to consistency. It's the norm. And so if you all of a sudden, start hiding with your communities, with your friends, with your clients, it really is just going to permeate that anxiety feeling. And it's okay to show up and say, you know what, life sucks right now, and I had a really crappy day. You don't need to be perfect. And in fact, people don't want perfect right now. It's always been about building relationships and being authentic and being unapologetically you. And, if you're used to running an online business and holding group meetings for your programs that you've got running and your kids are home, great. Bring the kids online. Let other women see that they can still run their business and have their kids at home. We need to see this. We need to know what everyone else is doing in order to know that we're not, even though we might be isolated and living in our homes right now, that we're not alone. There's a difference between isolating and being alone. So I really want to just, like I said, check in with everyone, see where everyone is at, and really suggest that you take this time to go within and emerge a more loving, kind, compassionate woman that you may have already been, but may have been too busy to really let others know that. I think it's very much a time for us to connect to ourselves, and in turn create new connections. So please feel free to come into this group, share your thoughts. Let's really generate some conversations, put some quotes up. Whatever it is that nurtures you can nurture this community as well. And if you have any questions, if you're feeling alone, no matter what time of day it is, please reach out to me. Please don't feel like you are alone. I am always here. I'm very much online most of the time. I've got access. There's very few times I really shut down my social media, although I've been doing that. I had to do that yesterday for a couple hours. I just needed to disengage. I needed to tap back in. And you'll know when you need to do that, because you'll get to that level of anxiety and discomfort. Or you might start getting edgy with your kids or your interactions. If you get that way, it's okay. Feel the feelings, acknowledge it, but then let it go. And that's what's so key. It's okay to have your feelings. It's okay to be scared now. It's okay to cry. I had a great cry last night and did some journaling and personal time. It's okay. It is okay. It's okay to have your feelings, but talk about them. And talk about them with your family, talk about them with your kids, reach out to other women. Don't feel that you are alone, even though you may be in a quarantine kind of situation. That is the beauty of an online world, is that we can stay connected in any time zone, in any country, in any state, and there's always someone that you can reach out to. So I love you very much, and I look forward to seeing your posts.